Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me first of all start by declaring my interest. Madam Speaker, I have a very serious interest in this matter. I do not know this lady Mwinzi Mwenda personally, but she's a woman and I am a woman. That is my first interest. Secondly, I'm sad that the honorable member is leaving before he hears what he asked me to declare my interest. I have said my husband is Zimbabwean, and I do not have dual citizenship. And the reason I do not have dual citizenship, Madam Speaker, is because I'm still negotiating with my husband to allow me to marry a second and a third husband, like men have. And when he allows me, I will come and change the law. And if I change the law, then I will declare my dual citizenship or triple. Because these men can sit here and judge us as women and tell us to declare citizenship. Some of them are married to Ugandans, some of them are married to Eritreans, some of them are married in Somalia and Tanzania and the US. But they are not telling us to declare, we are not telling them to declare their innocence. Don't joke with us. Madam Speaker, I want to say that when we are dealing with this matter, I would want to look at it first on the law as is, whether we should change the law, and on the practice. And Madam Speaker, on the law as is, I want to say if you look at Article 78 of the Constitution, sub-Article 1, it says a state officer or a member of the defense forces shall not hold dual citizenship. But if you look at 78.3, clause 1 and 2, it says clause 1 and 2 do not apply to be any person who has been made a citizen of another country by operation of that country's law without ability to opt out. Madam Speaker, the reason why I'm saying that is something that is still up for the court to interpret is because ability to opt out is very wide. The fact that I may not have time, requisite time, may be an ability not to opt out, because America also has its process for denouncing. Madam Speaker, I can also argue that if I have a running stomach, I do not have time to opt out. Madam Speaker, the law, you can interpret it widely. Give that woman a chance so that the court can interpret that. I'm sure that has not been espoused in that appeal decision. Madam Speaker, the Parliament has done an enabling legislation, and I would want to say that if you actually looked narrowly to the law, then I would agree with the committee. But Madam Speaker, if you look at the law widely, then that lady has options, especially in a fast and changing world that is globalized. I know I sat in the committee that came up with this constitution, but what informed our minds then were different set of circumstances. The world is moving too fast. Half of the members of Parliament have children who have other citizenship. So perhaps it is time to look at the law as it ought to be, not at the law as is. So, Madam Speaker, I may agree with the committee that if you take a purist approach of law, that you can go that way. But me, I'm a naturalist in law. The law was made for man and not man for the law. So we should do the law in a manner that serves Kenyans. Madam Speaker, having said that, I want to agree with Honorable Sabina Chege that the problem is we always follow double standards. I'm not saying that we should disobey or disregard the law. But I don't know why people are so excited that whenever we are talking about integrity and other issues, when it comes to women, we are so fast to throw stones. Even within this list, honorable male members are coming to tell me, we should remove this one, is corrupt. Why are you not saying it loudly here? Because he's a man. But when it is a woman, dual citizenship, suddenly the issue of the Constitution is primary. Leadership and integrity in the Constitution that touches on one of the people who is a nominee, who is a man. We are not bold enough to say. Why? Because you see women as low-hanging fruits. Today, Madam Speaker, I really was on fire with my own members of Parliament who are making it their business. Instead of focusing on their legislative oversight and representation roles, some of them were busy oversighting women's private parts. I have told them they did not come here. They don't have a mandate to oversight women's private parts. They are making my sister, Honorable Passaris, not to come to Parliament because all of them are busy talking about her over things which are not even proven, over allegations which we don't know. We want to say that focus on your representation, legislative and oversight roles, and leave women MPs to do their work. You Can I continue? Thank you, Madam Speaker. I know Honorable Junet wants to support his male colleagues, but I want to tell you that on this one, you are my leader, but I want to tell you that in terms of ranking, I am your senior, and I want to tell you, private part is parliamentary language, Madam Speaker. So I want to tell and I want to repeat to the male members, you are not appointed, you are not elected, even the ones who are not in this house, to oversight women's private parts. And I want to ask the Speaker of the National Assembly that there was a play that was brought in this country called V Monologues. Let it come back to this country so that men can discuss the V Monologues and leave women alone. And you focus on your primary roles as male MPs. Leave women alone.
What is out of order, Honorable Junet?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, this House, we must respect and debate with decorum, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, is it in order for the member to say that male members of Parliament are sometimes oversighting female private parts, Madam Speaker, on the glare of camera inside the House, Madam Speaker? Madam Speaker, that cannot go unchallenged, Madam Speaker. And it must be expunged from the records of the House, Madam Speaker. This is not a village, Madam Speaker, assembly.
Honorable Millie, did you say that male members of Parliament are oversighting?
I told him, I have said, and he should listen carefully. I said that this morning, I warned male members from oversighting women's private parts. That is a matter of fact, I said it. So you cannot tell me to withdraw what I said. It's a matter of fact that I said it in another forum. And the reason I said it is in relation to double standards. The other time when you saw Honorable Sonko attacked Rachel Shebesh, and we were not able to speak on the floor. Now she's on Esther Passaris, and we want us to keep quiet. And nobody is talking. Some of these men have 10, 20 women. Nobody is talking about them. But when you hear a woman that Esther Passaris has said, I love you, how are you interpreting I love you? There is agape love and other forms of love. And I want to tell you, Madam Speaker, that I love you, but I am not a lesbian. So let them not interpret for us I love you in their own words. Don't joke with us. You are the reasons that women cannot come up and seek leadership. Because they know there are no women brave enough to say the things they are saying here. And when you say it, you are ranked insane. They call Honorable Millie Odhiambo insane. When I'm protecting women, I will be insane. Leave Honorable Esther Passaris alone. And in the same manner, leave this woman alone. If you look at actually what we are discussing now, there are more than one nominees. But who are we talking about? You would think there was one person that we are talking about the appointment. Who are the names of the others? I don't know. Because they are all talking about this one woman. Like there are no other people. Let us leave women alone. That even though somebody here is telling me there are 4 women, you will always pick one. You will always pick one. The same way you picked me on the floor of the House. We will deal with you perpendicularly. We are not going to joke with you.
You've made your point. You've made your point, Honorable Millie. Let's have Honorable Kioni.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Yes,
Speaker, now that you are the second in command after the substantive Speaker, Speaker, I was watching from my office. And unless we expunge it from the records of the House, what Honorable Millie Odhiambo said this afternoon must be expunged. That there are male members of Parliament who have other functions, oversighting the private parts of some other members. We are people who believe in God. You cannot say these kind of things in the August House with a mess. Speaker, can you order that those statements by Honorable Millie Odhiambo be expunged?
It's not possible for me
because
yes.
Chair, I wish you had that verbatim.
Now,
I mean, and it is life
to expunge what she has actually, other than even the answer itself, whatever she has said, because I didn't hear myself, is already in public domain, because we are live. So it is something that I need to consult I need to consult, but it's rather late. I wish there was somebody who raised it at that particular point in time. It would have made sense now to discuss that.